pinpointed the Monolithians' HQ. If you can call it that. You know the drill. Scar never told us they were goddamn super soldiers. Fuck, Weasel. Keep your mouth shut and stay focused.
Listen to me, brothers. For I am the word of the monolith. There will be no more pain. No more fear. The monolith has taken them and given us power instead. Rejoice, brothers. Those who are in union with the monolith can never be stopped. You can't kill God. Just like you can't kill the sky above our heads.
Just kill him.
Whoever you killed, it wasn't him. Move out, now! like it, Skiff. I, for one, savored every moment. The zone really tore the world asunder today.
You'd better explain why I had to kill the same guy over and over again.
They were illusions, phantom doubles, like those conjured by certain mutants. Who knows what other tricks the preacher has up his sleeve? Right now, he poses a greater threat to our cause than the Ward. Head over to STC Malichat and find Ozeski. He's a friend of Spark. He'll help us understand this tech and come up with a plan to tackle those doubles.
The professor ourselves.
Keep that beast down.
Keep your...
Freeze! This is a secure facility. No rookie stalkers allowed. Limited access, special permit required.
Have you heard about what went down at the Dugas? I was there.
Yeah, sure. So you're telling me the Monolithians wiped out all the soldiers at the Dugas, and you somehow got away without a scratch? Bullshit.
I got lucky. That blind preacher there's almost got me.
Faust? I hear he's calling the shots for the whole monolith now. You must have a lucky charm if you ran into him and made it out alive. All right, you're in. After the Dugas, our scientists' jobs will be a walk in the park for you.
Please be aware that alcohol consumption does not enhance cognitive functions. Visiting the bar during work hours is strongly
When I left
discouraged.
garbage, I was headed for Pripyat, just like everyone else. But then I stopped just shy of it, as you can see. And I think I made the right call. Tech likes peace and quiet, and it's always messy in Pripyat. So if you need something fixed or adjusted, give me a shout. Just don't rush me, okay? No rush. Yeah, don't be a stranger.
Are you certain no mutant approaches were detected in the last 24 hours? Did you make sure the sensor is on?
Well, the green light looks on to me.
Remember that not all research requires hands-on specimen collection. Our guide and allied loaders are ready to bring anything you
Maybe the
might
count of
need.
me just doesn't work as bait. I've never seen a sea dog eat an artifact before.
That's because you haven't closely observed their behavior. Fine, I'll join you in the field next time.
Professor Ozerski says that my commitment to maintaining order stifles the flight of imagination. Well, flights are for airplanes. And in science, order is paramount. That's why I won't tolerate mess. No discounts, no let's make a deal, and certainly no I'll pay you next time. You pay, you
In the
get your
case
goods,
of an
not
unsuccessful
the other way
experiment,
around.
I strongly advise
that-
seeking immediate medical attention. Our doctor services are available at any time. When arranging field experiments, please remember that assignments with the guide are scheduled on a first-come, first-served basis. Our security personnel have reported unauthorized attempts to bring live rodents into the STC. Please remember that field experiments should be conducted exclusively in the field.
Whoever left their protective suit at the entrance, please contact security.
Please remember that all equipment must be returned upon the conclusion of an experiment. Remember that not all research requires hands-on specimen collection. Our guide and allied learners are ready to bring anything you might need. Please remember that all equipment must be returned upon the conclusion of an experiment.
It's unusual to find a scientist behind a counter, rather than in a lab.
What's so unusual about it? I've got a degree in math. That's why Professor Ozerski assigned me to this post. STC Malichat is like a tumultuous ocean of scientific chaos. But I'm still trying to make a stand against it, even from here. For instance, nobody seems to care that neither Blizzard nor Lefty ever came back from their expeditions. By the way, do you think you could assist me with, helping them?
Maybe I can help, but I need to know more.
Some might see me as a soulless bureaucrat, but I genuinely care about missing people. Even if they went missing for the sake of science. First, there's Blizzard. He's a stalker who's been part of our team for a long time. He went to collect bone samples from bloodsucker victims, and we haven't heard from him since. I'm concerned. Second, Lefty and his group went to take Psi radiation measurements. Shortly afterwards, he sent word they were in trouble. And then, they went dark.
Do you know where I can find Blizzard?
I believe he ventured to the outskirts of the industrial zone. It's a swampy area, a favored habitat for bloodsuckers. I warned him not to go alone. He was always a bit stubborn.
Our doctor services are
Where exactly was Lefty headed?
The Yantar area. We had an urgent need to measure the Psi radiation there so we could try to understand it. Some individuals, such as Professor Ozerski, believe that Lefty's group can handle it on their own. But what if they can't? Especially given that I'm the one who sent them to take those measurements. If you find them, but they're already beyond help, try to retrieve the Psi radiation data. It's of the utmost importance.
Fine. I'll do my best.
Excellent. I have forwarded the coordinates to your PDA. I'll be waiting for the good news. Or, well, any news at all. Hello. Here's what we've got. Hup.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Professor Ozerski, the director of STC Malichat. If you intend to remain at the center, please avoid interfering with our work and treat all visitors with courtesy and respect. My colleagues frequently require Stalker assistance to retrieve artifacts or conduct field experiments. Should you prove yourself capable, you may be entrusted with such assignments.
Tell me about Malichat.
STC Malichat is the only place where we study the zone as it is. Here, no theory is labeled eccentric, and no field experiment is considered unnecessary. Even the smallest detail may hold the key to comprehending the fundamental patterns of the zone. Admittedly, those snobs at Circa mock our research, call it pseudoscience. But why listen to shallow pricks whose narrow-mindedness obstruct their own quest for truth?
I'm looking for information about the Phantoms. A monolithian called Faust conjured doubles of himself during a fight. I want to know how this is possible.
And I want to never have to hear about the subject again. But I suppose you're luckier than I am. The doubles you witnessed are induced illusions caused by Psi influence within the Tau range. This Faust fellow appears to be employing older Psi consciousness technology. Psi consciousness were the ones who extensively researched induced illusions and their impact on humans. Have you heard about the Wish Granter? That's their handiwork.
See consciousness. That rings a bell.
It was a faction of idealistic scientists from Project X. They aspired to cleanse the noosphere of the dark manifestations of human nature, to make the world perfect. However noble their intentions may have been, their execution was rather poor. In June 2006, a decade after the discovery of the noosphere, they tried to establish an unauthorized connection to it. The experiment spiraled out of control, leading to the emergence of the zone. It now serves as a warning about the perils of impulsive scientific endeavors.
Where can I meet the Sea Consciousness scientists? I need to learn more about their technology.
You're a few years too late. Sea Consciousness ceased to exist in 2012 following the demise of all of its members. A stalker who goes by Strelok managed to reach the generators after deactivating the Wish Granter. Then he gunned down Sea Consciousness. Evidently, he didn't take kindly to being used as a guinea pig.
I want to know more about induced illusions.
I'm not entirely sure we still have any books with enough information here at the center. The Circa archives would come in handy here.
I got them after the signal. They're saved on this flash drive.
Oh, that makes it so much easier. However, analyzing these archives will require a considerable amount of time, and I take it you need answers as soon as possible. Fortunately, the X network is up and running again. There's an abandoned mirror facility nearby. It was used to study induced illusions until 2008. If you can restart it and reconnect the mirror to Malichat, I could look for the information you need.
What exactly do I need to do?
Two things. Activate the visual projection center and calibrate the communication antenna. Mind you, configuring the antenna might require specific conditions. The older the equipment, the harder it is to set it up properly. I advise you to find an operations manual for the facility's engineering team and follow its guidelines to the letter. Talk to you later.
Howdy, eggheads. Care to tell me where Ozerski is?
Young man, I'd like to ask you.
I can't concentrate.
Just get Ozerski for us, all right?
No time to myself, even in the Yes. What? Right?
What's Spark doing here anyway?
Getting us research materials under Professor Ozerski's direct orders. But that's need to know.
You guys just can't resist adding a touch of mystery, huh?
note that STC Malichat does not provide funding for experiments without clearly defined objectives.
More work? No. No rush. Yeah, don't be a stranger.
Remember that not all research requires hands-on specimen collection. Our guide and allied learners are ready to bring anything you might need.
having a